Hey everybody!
Hello!
Doing a review.
Yes, we are.
A much needed review. It's been a while. It's 10:48. We just got out of the theater for Paranormal Activity 4.
Yep.
This is one that I bought tickets for a few days ago because they're doing an early release here. And then I got kind of sick and I feel kind of shitty. My throat is a little bit on fire as we speak. But I was like, we still got to go see this. And Maria was down, and she's like, you're right, we got to go see this. So
we saw the 9 o'clock. Evidently, everyone's here for the 11 o'clock.
And evidently, if you're not, like, in high school still,
this isn't cool.
This isn't for you.
This isn't where you're supposed to be.
If you didn't bring your own blanket.
We were the oldest people, and we didn't have fleece blankets. Should we just jump right in?
So, I mean, if you've seen the
We're going to do a spoiler?
We always do, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give a quick, the first one centers more around Katie.
And Mika.
The second one centers around Katie's sister, Christy. And then the third one is when they're kids.
Little kids.
Now, this one is, you're kind of assuming you're not assuming, it says it's like 6 or 7 years, or 5 years.
Yeah, 5.
5 years after the last one happened, and that one ended with Katie
took Hunter,
going crazy and taking her sister's baby,
killing her sister,
killing her sister's husband, and
her sister's kid,
and taking the kid, and that was it. So in this one, we're hanging out with this family
in Nevada,
in Henderson.
New family,
mom, dad.
A little bit irritatingly at the beginning. I was just like, just shut up. Like, just seemed really fake and phony. Yeah. The family was all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, it's husband, wife, 2 kids, a daughter and a son. Daughter is 15, son is 6. His name is Wyatt, and her name is Alex. And just kind of a normal, they're just hanging out. It's just them being a family.
Then weird family moves in next door.
I think they've lived there for a while, or did they just move in?
I don't know.
I don't really know
that A mother and a son, you never see the mother. The mom goes to the hospital, and the son is just, like, weird.
And he's just sort of, I don't think this is how it works, but the neighbors across the street, which is this perfect family, just, like, took them. Like, yeah, we'll take him.
Well, they were like, he doesn't have anywhere else to go. And she's like,
family.
He has no family? And she's like, no, he doesn't have anywhere else to go. Which seems weird. So he's got to stay there for, like...
6 days, 7 days?
It felt like a week.
They said it was going to be 1 to 2 days, but
and then the mom was like, 4 more days.
Yeah, 2 or 3 more days.
Yeah, it was so, like, creepy stuff starts happening.
Doors
she sets up cameras with computers. So she's got, like, computer cameras set up around the house, so we still get that same...
Yeah.
Nighttime footage. They do a really cool thing with the Xbox Connect.
Yeah.
With the dots. I'm sure you saw it on the preview.
I think it's the sensor dots.
It's a sensor. It's a tracking dots.
But when you turn off all the lights, it's like a disco ball.
Infrared on. It's like a cool...
So she's got these cameras situated through the house, and they're picking up some weird stuff. And then the kid's mom comes home, and so he leaves, and it seems like she stops checking the footage.
The kids just go... I know! The kids just go next door.
Yeah.
And then Katie is there.
You know Katie.
It's Katie. She's like, oh, thank you so much for taking care of Robbie.
And she gave Wyatt, the family's kid, like a big bear hug.
Weird hug.
And I was like, back off. That's not your child to hug.
It was weird. So then Alex leaves with Wyatt, and
she's a stranger.
Katie is back at home.
You can't hug me. You are a stranger.
So Katie's back at home with
Where are we? Do you know the code word? The code word is hamster.
Mine's rock.
You're not my mom.
Right. Back to the... So Robbie is at home with Crazy Katie now. Yeah. And Alex and Wyatt go back to their house. And again, she stops checking the cameras. I know, because weird shit starts to happen with Wyatt and Alex and stuff like that. But up to this point, nothing has scared me. It's not one thing. Couple creepy bumps, parts, but nothing is scary. Nothing is scary at this point. And I'm like, fuck,
little bumps, little movements.
And we were an hour and something in, and I was like, they better. I mean, because these movies are always known for the big payoff at the end.
So for me, I was just getting kind of restless with it. I thought it was scary. There was again some creepy stuff with the Connect. And then Katie's in this one.
And then all of a sudden...
A lot.
In the daytime...
Yeah.
Katie appears in the kitchen.
Just in their house.
The mom's in the kitchen.
She's sitting on the couch.
Yeah. No, that's at night.
Night. Yeah. You're right.
You can see her with the connect dots, but you can't really see her. It's cool.
It keeps going back to what it did kind of in the second and third one with the weird cultish triangle with a circle. Now, you know, for big Harry Potter fans like myself, I mean, it's not the Deathly Hallows with the triangle. And
well, it is.
But it doesn't.
But they're using it for a different thing.
And it's some sort of strange fertility.
Something about a male, when the demon goes into the male, whatever. So forget about all that crap. This is where it really starts cooking.
The boyfriend.
It's the middle of the day.
It's the middle of the day.
And Katie is there.
Just chilling in the house.
Standing in the living room. The mom's in the kitchen. She doesn't see Katie. Then Katie just starts walking upstairs all like she was in the first one. That weird, you know.
She's not right. She's got a stiff back.
Stiff
maybe
legs.
Some sort of herniated disc.
I don't know. But she just starts going upstairs. And then we cut to a camera upstairs. And you hear this huge thud. And the mom gets pulled up.
Okay, wait, let me back it up just like 30 seconds. So she is feeling weird and a book falls. So she walks closer to where the camera is. And she takes the book and she's scared and puts the book back. And then she backs up and it's like this breeze ruffles her hair.
And then something...
And then just pulls
her way straight up into like the ceiling.
She goes up and then splat.
And then she splats down on the ground.
And that splat... There were ribs cracking.
Yeah,
I think she broke a femur.
It was
crunchy. Very crunchy. I think I leaned over and said, Maria, that was crunchy.
You did. So now the mom is all dead on the ground, and then you see from another camera angle Katie pulling the mom.
You don't even see her pulling.
You don't. You just see her legs sliding away, like she's taking the mom and hiding her somewhere. Yeah. So then the boyfriend, Alex's boyfriend, he is great.
He delivers some of the best comic lines.
Yes. Makes the movie tolerable.
He's a goof.
He's a great boyfriend.
I want to date him.
Awesome.
I'm uncomfortable.
Why?
I just said I wanted to date him.
That's all right. Anywho, he comes over and he's like, "Oh, what's up? I can't get a hold of you." Blah blah blah.
So he comes in and he's obviously been there before and welcome in the house. He comes in, he gets a soda, he's kind of talking around.
He goes up to the computer.
Mm-hmm. So
he's standing up, and then he sits down to do something on the computer, and then Katie's standing right behind him. I'm talking right here.
I mean, they could have been touching.
Like this, JMO's Katie and I'm Ben.
And he looks and says like,
and he's like,
what the she killed him.
She straight up,
like his head was probably backwards,
his head turned all the way around, and then she like drug him all creepy into the closet. She was like dragging him all weird into the closet. Again, so now he's in the closet. The daughter and the dad are out to dinner
because he was like, let's go have dinner and let's really talk.
Yeah,
like we used to talk.
So they're there, and then they're driving home.
Mom's dead, boyfriend's dead.
Yes.
Check.
Dad and daughter driving home. Where's Wyatt?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
He assumes Wyatt's with the mom. He doesn't know mom's been thrown all over the living room.
Right. So dad and daughter come home, and they see Katie and Wyatt walking into Katie's house across the street. The freaky house. So they're like, what the hell? So the dad's like, I'm going to go over to the house. You get inside and find out where your mother is.
Yeah.
So the daughter goes in the house. The dad goes to the other side. So you see the daughter, and she's like, oh my God, Ben was here?
So but she's calling her mom. Mom's not answering. So then she says,
she sees like Ben was here because he
left her
put stuff on my computer. So she tried to call him, and then his phone starts ringing from the closet because his dead body's in there. So then she goes into the closet, and his dead body's in the closet, and she's like, oh my God. And she's like standing in the closet, and then she just goes, boosh! And just gets knocked back straight down on the ground. And then what happens then when she gets knocked down to the ground?
I think she gets up and leaves. And
and then she runs. Oh yeah, yeah. This really starts to get good.
She runs across the street and is yelling for her dad.
And it's frantic.
And she's filming, so it's very frantic. And the house is weird. All the furniture's covered in
wrapped
sheets.
Up. Yeah.
And she hears her dad.
Or somebody crying. It sounds like a grown person, like maybe a couple of women and then like a man.
I think it was her dad crying.
I don't know what it was, but it was really creepy.
She sees someone getting roughed up, and of course there's like a plastic liner between two rooms, and you see like smush face
comes up to grab to get her.
She chases the thing.
And then the dad's getting pulled down the hall, all over the hallway.
Katie, not only has she slipped a disc, but she's also a bodybuilder.
Well, yeah, something's pulling him. You never really see that it's Katie. So then the dad is just like gone, and then
And then
does she see
she
Wyatt?
goes into the room where the dad was and looks around and he's not there. And then she opens the door and goes to the door and Katie comes around at the end of the hall.
Katie's just standing at the end of the hallway, all creep-tastic, and Alex is like, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me.
Where's my dad? I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, please don't hurt me.
Yeah.
And Katie sprints, I'm talking, runs really, really fast, right at her, and her face changes to that like, scary,
and so
she's running at her.
And she shuts the door, like, Katie comes, like, flying through the door.
Through the door!
So, bitch,
pounding.
So, the girl who's like, you know, like, I gotta get out of here. There was paper covering the window, rips it off, jumps out the window, and is frantic and sees Wyatt, her brother Wyatt, who later, before in the movie, we neglected to tell you that, that Robbie kid from across the street said, your name isn't Wyatt, your name is Hunter. Who remembers Hunter from number 2? The baby that was stolen.
And so Wyatt is Hunter.
From movie 2.
So we can't figure out who the hell Robbie is.
We don't know who Robbie is.
But we're still at the end though. So she's trying to break through the door, and then Katie jumps out the window and goes outside and sees Wyatt. She's like, Wyatt, let's go. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go. Or something.
And then
she
turns and sees Katie
standing in the window
with the creep face.
Does her creep thing and breaks through the glass, and then she turns around,
and there are like hundreds of women, all with that creep face, walking towards her.
I'm talking like 150.
Movie ends.
So at this point, in the movie theater, everyone is flipping out. Like, everyone is screaming, everyone is yelling.
I have never been to a movie where so many people screamed, were talking, it was so loud at the end.
At the end. It was all at the end. It all was like this culmination, and then everyone was clapping, and then it was like an eruption of
chatter and talking and people moving, and then we got out into the lobby area and saw that there was
pandemonium out there.
There was a line in the lobby wrapped all over to see the 11 o'clock show, because we got the early tickets because Maria has to work early tomorrow.
Who would have thunk?
So
that was a better idea too.
Yeah, and it was nuts in there.
I know. So for the movie to be kind of dragging, I would say 100% worth it for the end.
Is that your opinion? Is that...
Absolutely. The movie kind of drags. Creepy stuff. Not very scary really at all. Entertaining. Funny because of the dude.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the last 45 seconds.
Okay.
Did it for me. I give it an A.
Okay, cool. That's a good one for Maria. That's shocking.
Oh, is that ending?
That ending is amazing. I thought there were a lot of missed opportunities for little scary things. Yep. But that almost made the things that did happen scary, even more scary, because you kept
there were so few.
Waiting.
Yeah.
And like I'd say to her, is that moving? Is
right.
That it?
And you find yourself holding, and then, oh God, nothing happened. But you still get that rush.
In that respect, for me, I remember a point thinking, well, God, something's got to happen.
Right.
And I have a bit of a short attention span anyway. I liked the characters. I thought both boys were great. The Robbie kid I thought was perfectly creepy.
Who is he?
I don't know. I loved the girl. The boyfriend was hilarious. He made some of the parts. The ending I also thought was amazing, and it leaves it. I mean, there could be another one. There could be a few more.
Totally. I hope it doesn't start going downhill.
Yeah.
But because I thought this is when it's Freddy 4 and it's really going to start going downhill now. But I'll tell you that ending.
It was those faces and that ending. For me, I will of course buy it.
We were audibly screaming.
I made a noise.
We were screaming. We were like holding each other like, nah!
That happened.
Screaming.
But for me, it got a little long and I'm a little impatient, so I would give it an A-. Just because of that. Even a B+, because there could have been so much more. But again, I see what they were... By making it sparingly, it made you even... I mean,
good point.
My body was tense.
Good observation.
So, I will give it an A-, B+, because of that. The ending, like she said, I mean, there's no way around it. It was an amazing ending. And it was scary, and it was simple, and that was it.
Awesome.
And if you have not seen the others... I don't even know if you'd need to see them.
You probably don't need to see them, but it would help. It would help. You could skip 3.
Yeah, you really could.
We could all skip 3.
Oh, but I would say both of us are 100% recommending it. Both of us are giving it a thumbs up. I'm going to buy it. I think we both highly recommend it.
Highly. I mean, I was as scared and creeped as the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
So